Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you guys all back to my channel. Please ignore that fan, it's hot. So I'm gonna have Beyonce hair through this whole video. So today we are here with another bullet journal inspired video because you guys are really liking the series. We decided to add on a couple extra videos, and this particular video are the pens that I use in my bullet journal the most. I'm currently working on a bullet journal beginner series because I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys, and what I'm noticing is just like people are interested in bullet journaling, but they're afraid because they feel like they have to be a certain type of way for their bullet journal to work for them. So we're going to do like a whole series with that, and I'm working on it now. But today I'm here to answer the question that I get in my DMs is, what pens are you using? Which ones are you using, girl? This is very simple. Keep in mind, the pens that I use work for the bullet journal that I have. I have a bullet journal that is 160 GSM paperweight. And that's a whole topic we'll be talking about in the beginner series, is like the type of paper that works for you. So my bullet journal is not even here, but my bullet journal has thicker paper. So I'm allowed to use a lot of different types of mediums on my paper. So the ones that I'm picking out today, they are good for most bullet journals and most planners. So I should just point that out. Always have a pen test page in your bullet journal. We'll talk about that in another day, but all of these I tested. So the first ones on my list are the pens that I like to just write my daily stuff in. And I write with very fine pens like 0.3, 0.2. Every once in a while I go 0.4. The biggest I like to write is 0.5. But I have three different ones. It is a Pilot Easy Touch, a Hybrid Technica, and then I forgot what this one is. This is a Style Fit Uni one. So this one is actually a 5. Yeah, it's a 5 one with a pencil option with the pencil option. I have 5 pens in here right now, though I got to get new ink. But this is my main baby, especially when I want to write in color and things like that. But these are my black and white ones, and these are my go-tos for writing. I like writing with really fine pens. It just looks cleaner to me in my bullet journal, but I know a lot of people prefer thicker pens, so that works too. So me, like the rest of them, I have fallen into the crowd of Tombos and midliners. So for me, I like to draw with both of these, but as far as highlighting, I do like the midliner or the mild liners. I don't know why I keep calling them midliners. The mild liners are good. It's just that you have to be careful with the pen that you're using because the pen will bleed depending on which one you're using. So sometimes I highlight and then I write on top of the highlight just so that I don't have to worry about any potential smearing whatsoever. But I do like these. You can get them from Target. You can get them from just about anywhere. I'll leave links to as many pens as I can in the description box for you guys to check out. But I personally like these. I know some people are like, whatever, they're just highlighters. But I do like the more pastel options that the mild liners give me over the traditional like highlighter sections that we have. Now, I don't recommend getting a whole bunch of Tombos when you're starting off with a bullet journal or journaling anything, period. You can always check like the clearance or the sales coupons for Michaels. They go on sale. That's when I would start buying these. I would not go out and buy a whole set of dual brush pens because the brush on this is very what is the word? It's not a hard tip. It's a very loose, soft tip. So I actually have not perfected how to write with this side of the dual brush pen. I draw with my dual brush pens more than I practice because you do need to use a specific type of paper so you don't mess up the marker tip. But I have still not, I can do it on my iPad really well. I cannot do it with a pen. I don't know why. I just have not been able to master the brush pens. But this is a more advanced brush pen anyway, so I use it for coloring. I do recommend going for a smaller a smaller brush pen if you want to learn how to do the really pretty brush letter writing. It's just have more control, and then when you get better, you can expand into this one. But I do use Tombos a lot to color. the color variety that they give is really, really good, and I like the color payoff. They do bleed a little bit in like Lordstroms and stuff, but in my scribbles that matters, these aren't phased. The current pens that I'm using to practice my physical brush lettering are still Tombos, but they're the Fudaneskis. I forgot how to pronounce it again. But they're two different types. So there's a hard one and a soft one. And the thing that I like is that their brush pens are super small. And as a person who's like trying to perfect my calligraphy, I wanted to start smaller. So they're more flexible. Also, anytime I'm doing like black and white type spreads, I really like to use these because the black is very black and I can use other pens on top of it when it dries. And they work really well. This is what I've been using to practice. One day I will do videos about how I taught myself how to letter, and stuff, but I want to wait until I can actually fully letter to teach you guys how to do it. But it is something that I'm working on. Another set of pens that I really like to use in my planner that I've been using for a while are these Staedtler pigment liners. I like them, actually. This is going to sound weird, but wait till I finish. I like these better than Microns. I do like the Tombow pens as well. But I like these more for the price. Like, they're cheaper than the other two. The only thing is these bleed through any type of thing you put over this, it will bleed no matter what. Unlike Microns and the Tombow drawing pens, these bleed. So when I use these, all the color is put down first and then I go in with the black because they bleed like crazy. But I really like them. Unlike the Microns, the tips don't burn. I guess the tips don't burn down too easily. But again, if you're worried about bleed, if you're worried about smearing, these are not the pens for you. If you have a thinner page planner, I don't know if these will work in yours. Again, that's why I say use a pen test. Another addiction that I have no problem admitting is that I love pretty pens. And these pens actually came from Shop Villa Beautiful. And I like her pens. I do want to find some different ink for them. So that's the only reason why I haven't really put them out. But I wanted to give them a slight shout out in this video. My favorite two white pens for my planner are the Uniball Signo UM153, which I'm almost out of again, and then all of the Sakura Jelly Roll ones, specifically the 0.8 or the 0.8, the 0.5, and the 10. Those are the three that I like. These are the ones that I write over my Fudaneskis or any type of dark color. As long as it's completely dry, these look great. If they are a little bit wet, the color will bleed and you will get like a light blue or whatever version of the color underneath. But these are my go-to pens for writing with white. So anytime you guys see white in my planner, it's probably one of these. So being the true Okie girl that I am, I obviously we used to call them Milky pens. I don't really know what they're called in the States. I guess they just call them gel pens or metallic gel pens, but we used to call these Milky pens. I do have a nice collection of these. Fun fact, when I was younger, I used to have like a whole big thing of Milky pens. And when I go back to Japan, I plan on getting all the Milky pens all over again because I miss having them. But these are great for like decoration, or if you want to like denote something special in your planner. If you just want to color, these are also great for coloring. I write with them sometimes, but because, I write with pencil first and then these, some of the colors will show the pencil. So like the lighter colors, they'll show the pencil, whereas the darker colors don't. But these are just the Sakura Jelly Roll Metallics. And I have like a good collection of them, but I just wait for them to go on sale at Michael's, and I buy them from Michael's, or I buy them from Jet Pens, because Jet Pens is also a good option. Obviously, you guys see me use these in all of my Plan With Me videos or my weekly setup videos, and they are the Microns. And I really like Microns because they come in a variety of sizes, colors, and pen types. Now, obviously, I like the regular pens, so I use the archival ink ones. My favorite sizes for drawing are the 0.8. The 0.8 is my favorite one when I'm drawing like tables and stuff, because it's a very thick tip for me, and I really like that. When I'm writing with the microns, I prefer 0.3 or 0.2. 0.005 is for detailing, and then 0.5 is for like, I want to do some details, but they don't have to be super detailed. I buy them in the big pack from Michaels. These work really well. They don't bleed when you highlight over them or anything like that. They dry really fast. So as far as like really good pens to start off with, this might be a good one to start off with. Especially if you're a person that when you're trying something new, if you mess it up, say like smeared or something, like don't get discouraged. So I recommend that you, these are good starter pens to try. So my question to you guys is, what kind of bullet journal videos would you like to see after this? You've seen a couple already. I am working on a beginner series. So if there's a video that you, or a topic or a question that you have that would specifically go for beginners, or any other bullet journal questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments section. All right, guys, so that was the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until the next time, guys, bye.